You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, the NBA just can't help themselves. They just can't help themselves. Now, you guys remember 2020. That is when the NBA completely destroyed their brand. And they've never really recovered, guys. Have you guys seen the ratings for the NBA Finals since 2020? Yeah, it's been pretty bad. It's been really bad because the NBA decided, let's just be all out political. Let's just do it. Let's start kneeling for the national anthem. Let's start shilling for the Democratic Party. Let's not play games because we want people to go vote. They were actually doing that stuff. The NBA is a political league. Now, we already know, guys, that the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Golden State Warriors they were actually supposed to have a game, but the NBA decided, you know what? Since Alex Pretty got shot and killed by ICE, well, not ICE, it was actually Border Patrol, we're not going to play a game. You know, very, very similar to Jacob Blake. And you guys already know what the NBA did in that bubble in the name of BLM, a Marxist organization. Here we are again, guys. This time is lighter, I guess you could say. But the only reason why it's actually a bit lighter this time is because Renee Good, Alex Pretty, they're not black. White people. So I'm willing to bet, guys, if Alex Pretty and Renee Good were actually black, boy, the NBA may actually shut down the whole season. But they haven't. But now, guys, the NBA Players Association is actually siding with left-wing domestic terrorist votes. Yeah, the anti-ICE quote-unquote protesters. Now the NBA Players Association has actually come out and made a statement. Remember, guys, the Players Association is speaking for the players. I don't know who authorized this. I'm pretty sure the Players Union president probably said, yeah, put this statement out. The NBA can't get out of its own way. Can't do it. So let's go ahead and dive into what they said, guys. And Steph Curry made a statement also as well, signing off on these left-wing lunatics destroying Minneapolis. They don't want any law enforcement, folks. That's what these leftists want. They want no law enforcement whatsoever. And we know that the Minneapolis PD, St. Paul PD, they ain't doing nothing. Weak. Let's do it, guys. Here we go. But first, check out blackwhitenetwork.com. Support us by becoming a member. Memberships are $10 a month. You can actually save money by getting the annual plan, 24% off the annual plan. We got member videos over there. Me and Rhodes actually have our member live stream that we do every single Friday as well over there. Sign up today. We appreciate it. You guys can also donate to us directly if you actually enjoy our work. We have a donation tab right here. You guys can donate $5, $10, $20, whatever you want directly on the website. And don't forget about your merch. We got our new Black and White Sports shirt and Black and White Sports hoodie. Get it today, guys. 18% off. But if you are a paying member to the website, you get 25% off. We appreciate it. So here we go. Over here, guys, NBA union says players can no longer stay silent or be silent. Calls for solidarity with those, quote, risking their lives to demand justice. Wow. The NBA's values, I guess, are the same values that Renee Good and Alex Pretty had, you know, to cause chaos and destruction. Both of these people, guys, were actually a part of a far leftist group called Ice Watch. Yeah. And we know that Renee Good was actually trying to run over an ICE agent. And the NBA is signing off on this, guys. They're signing off on this. It says here, the National Basketball Players Association is siding with the anti-ICE protesters in Minneapolis, saying that players can no longer remain silent, accusing the efforts by law enforcement to apprehend illegal and violent criminals of sowing division. Yeah, so arresting criminals, folks, illegal alien criminals, oh, that's sowing division. That's a bad thing. Arresting criminals. Think about that, guys. Really crazy. The statement comes one day after the league postponed the scheduled Saturday matchup of the Minnesota Timberwolves and Golden State Warriors after a shooting involving federal agents and an armed protester. This is the statement here, guys, that the NBPA put out. They said this: following the news of yet another fatal shooting in Minneapolis, a city that has been on the forefront of the fight against injustices, NBA players can no longer remain silent. Now more than ever, we must defend the right to freedom of speech and stand in solidarity with the people in Minnesota protesting and risking their lives to demand justice. The fraternity of NBA players, like the United States itself, is a community enriched by its global citizens, and we refuse to let the flames of division threaten these civil liberties that are meant to protect us all. The NBPA and its members extend our deepest condolences to the families of Alex Priddy and Renee Good, just as our thoughts remain focused on the safety and well-being of all members of our community. Signed the NBPA. Wow. So Minneapolis has been the city at the forefront of fighting injustice? Really? There's a whole bunch of fraud up there in Minnesota, in Minneapolis. I mean, at the time Alex Priddy was actually shot, Border Patrol was actually trying to arrest a dangerous criminal illegal alien that had charges of violent assault. But the NBA wants to stand with people trying to impede ICE from actually arresting dangerous criminals. This is unbelievable, man. This is absolutely unbelievable. Now, we also have a clip here of Steph Curry right here. He puts this out. He's actually supporting the leftists out there in Minnesota causing chaos and destruction. Listen to this. And let me go back. Let me turn on the sound here. Hold on. There we go.
Phone of it all the way down. It was like 3 straight hours. Negative 10-degree weather. It was beautiful to see that turnout. That speaks to how important people felt to have their voice heard, and those elements and whatever streets right outside our hotel, they were out, and it was amazing to watch.
So your day yesterday, were you part of the conversation on if the game should have gone on or not?
I talked to Coach, who was talking to obviously the Wolves organization, Timberwolves organization, and it was very similar to. It's hard to catch up to everything that's going on here in the community when you just fly and you understand what's going on, but how it affects players, the staff, the entire franchise, the families, and just supporting them in whatever decision made sense. Obviously talking to the league, so that was pretty much it.
Steph Curry is a fraud, man. He is a complete fraud. Remember, guys, Steph Curry, man, he didn't want poor people to have homes next to his. Remember, he has like a $34 million home out there in the Bay Area. And he put it out publicly. Now, I don't want these people around me. But yet this man apparently wants illegal aliens in your neighborhood. Yeah, these people in the NBA, man, they are complete frauds. Complete frauds, folks. Gonna leave right there, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.